Same passion.
Oh, would you believe it? A virtuoso strike from Dejan Kulusevski.
Same energy.
Here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they've done it! I cannot believe it!
Same love.
I want to win. I want to win the trophy, to bring success to the team, especially when you are captain and win the trophy.
Same team.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are. It's who we're going to be till as long as I'm here.
Same old Spurs.
The Same Old Spurs podcast with Majestic and Gazza.
Get behind the boys and up the Spurs.
Hello, and welcome to the Same Old Spurs podcast with me, Madge, and him, Gaz. We need both of us in this shot, Will. Liven up. It's a Sunday morning. Well, yeah, you know what you need to check? The fact that we're late for a podcast. You know why, don't you?
Why is that?
We're a little bit different, don't we, Gaz, for those watching on YouTube?
I've always wanted to do this.
We've done it, haven't we? If you're watching on YouTube, we have been to Turkey. Gaz, tell them more.
Tell you what, it's been long overdue, something we've been thinking about. But we're follically challenged.
Follically challenged, as we always mention.
We wanted to do the sweep for a long, long time. Finally, we can do it. We can do it together.
And
It's been a fantastic week in Turkey.
it's been a great week in Turkey. We're going back. I'm going to get my teeth done next time.
Yeah.
So we do get the hair, the teeth, the lot. I think it's a good look. If you are watching on YouTube, then I hope you're enjoying our new looks. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're only listening, this is why you need to join our YouTube page and YouTube channel, Same Old Spurs Podcast, because you get to see us do things like this. But there we go. We're going to put it on the social as well. Will Marriott is doing a little thing of.
I think mine looks better than yours, to be
You
honest.
reckon you've gone better?
I think they've done a better job.
They've gone a bit darker with yours. I think that
You got the shades on, though. So you look the part there.
the shades do look the part.
Done a bit with the shades.
Right, wigs are off.
Yeah.
We didn't really go Turkey. We've just been busy. But we are back, and the good thing is, lots to talk about, Gaz.
I'll tell you what, isn't it nice that our football club can have a nice week like this?
It's nice.
Hey, and it's nice, isn't it? Lovely.
Well, we'll kick things off with that trip down to Brighton, 2 goals down, looking like it could be another long afternoon on the South Coast, Gaz. But the lads dug deep.
Yep.
They showed some real resilience, and they clawed it back to 2-2. We're going to head back to the European game as well, whereas wasn't pretty, but it was an effective 1-0 win over Villarreal in the Champions League. Lucas Bergvall once again at the heart of the action, forcing that own goal and proving he's not just a prospect. He's already making a difference, Gaz.
Don't look a bad player for what, £8-10 million that we pay for him, is it?
Mad.
Blimey.
And finally, we can't forget the sweetest one of the lots. Dedicate that one to Andrew King. 3-0 win away at West Ham. Sarr breaking the deadlock. Sujuk losing his head. Bergvall getting his first Premier League goal. And Van de Ven wrapping it up. Plenty to break down. The mentality, the tactics, the standout players, and what it all means for Spurs going forward. It is Sunday morning. It's 11:23 at the Spurs, the Same Old Spurs HQ. Got the stat man Will Marriott on director duty.
Shout out to the Marriott there.
Yeah, he's suffering.
Why
We'll
is
talk
that?
about that in a moment.
Oh,
It's Madge and it's Gaz. You're listening to the Same Old Spurs podcast. That's right. It is the Same Old Spurs podcast with Madge and Gaz. Firstly, how's your weekend been, Gaz?
I'll tell you what, I've had my child, obviously, and anyone that co-parents, I think it's different parenting to when the standard way to when you're living with your partner and whatever it might be, and you're sharing the bits and pieces. But she's an only child, and it's challenging, much. Don't leave me alone. It's a great thing. It is a great thing, but literally, and you know what I hate about this generation of kids? They watch YouTube, Madge.
They do watch YouTube.
When is the days of just putting a program on or a good film, one of the classics, and just have a watch of that? They're not interested. Interested.
Does she watch us on YouTube?
She does watch us on YouTube, yeah, but some of the other things she watches on YouTube, mate, it's meant to. That weren't around when we was growing up, was it?
No, thank God.
Oh, it's a nightmare, Madge, honestly.
That is like, I'm watching a child open up a present.
Yeah, I know. She watches the baby stuff, but look, I'm very fortunate to have a child, and she's lovely. So yeah, that's it. Been just daddy daycare, mate. At the minute.
Daddy daycare. What did I get up to? Saturday, yesterday. Started off with Leo's football. My son Leo. Wormley. We played at home.
How you got out of the gate this year?
Poor, mate.
Really?
Really poor. Difficult. Transition into the 7-a-side.
Takes time, doesn't it, to adjust?
Lost our keeper.
That's a big problem.
Yeah, man. We'll
That's
talk
a
about that
big
because
problem.
Spurs' keeper was a problem for me.
Yeah,
Bring it
ongoing.
back to Spurs.
Ongoing, yeah.
And then I played football, didn't I?
Yeah?
Played for the Old Ignatians.
Did you?
Yeah.
Then how'd that go?
Mate. Mate, I played because I had drum sheds. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yep.
I was like, I can only give you half. right? So I've turned up late because of Leo's football. I've got on the pitch 3 minutes in, we're already 1-0 down.
That's a problem.
Right? 3-0 down after 15 minutes, terrible. Finally started knocking the ball around, but it's just, guys, it's hard, innit? You're chasing 25-year-olds around.
Yeah, I think, literally, when you get to our age, you've got to play vet football.
I want to play vet football.
You've got to play vet football.
If there is a...
because you know what? It's a leveller.
If there's a vet
It's
team,
a leveller, mate.
If there's a vet team out there and wants Gaz and Madge to play for you and you're local, let us know.
Mate, there's a few teams that we'd have been asked to go and play for.
What, vet ones?
Yeah.
I'm in, bro. Tell me when.
Loads of teams.
I don't want to be keen, though. You know, like the keen.
Mate, we've got the opportunity. We've been approached to run our own team as well and things like that. So
Is there?
There's options, mate.
Oh, mate.
I just think now when you get a bit older, we all pile on a bit of weight. People lose the pace. You lose a bit of energy. You can do a bit of roll on, roll off. It's just a level to play against people your age, your size, your pace, whatever it might be. It really is. When you're playing against a kid who's 18 years of age and he knocks it by you 1 or 2 times, the third time he's going. And that's unfortunate for the kid.
And the fourth time you're getting a red.
Yeah, literally. And do you know what? Sometimes you make yourself look even worse because you go for the challenge and he still does you.
So, yeah,
That's a
mate,
disaster, that one.
we were 4-0 down when I left. It ended up 6-0. The only saving...
That is a drubbing.
That is the only...
That is a
at
drubbing.
home as well.
I tell you what you do is when you finish that game, do you know what you say? To everyone, you look at everyone, there's no talk after. Get yourself home. That's what you say. Get yourself home. Don't worry about going in the club after. Get yourself home. That's embarrassing.
Then I had drum sheds.
Yeah, that's an elite. How's that turning out over? That's the former IKEA gaff, isn't it?
Former IKEA gaff. First time I've ever been there. First time I've ever played there. Sweaty.
A box, yeah? Sweat box?
Sweaty.
Ooh, it's a problem.
Oh, my goodness.
No aircon flying around?
Was there aircon? Well, I don't think there was any sign of aircon.
Any big fans?
It's hot air. That's why Will's so flabbergasted this morning. He had too much hot air. Nearly singed his hair.
You've basically been in a sauna.
We have been in a sauna for a bit. Speaking of saunas, you did message me that you'd been to David Lloyd's Saturday morning. Tell me what's different.
Anyone who goes to David Lloyd's Enfield.
You said they changed the doors. What do you mean?
They've changed the doors in the spa. I'll tell you what the difference is made.
What, the actual, the steam room doors?
Yeah, the steam room doors, the sauna doors. You know, they're all right, mate. You literally only have to be in there for a couple of minutes now.
Really?
The experience is completely different, mate. Everyone was saying it. Honestly, get yourself down there to Enfield Lloyd's. Bit of a costly thing, but yeah, fortunately.
I'm definitely I might even pop there today.
I'll tell you what, mate, it's brilliant.
Cold plunge?
Yeah, it's a game changer. Yeah, cold plunge, definitely.
Lovely jubblies. So yeah, I missed the Brighton game live. I was listening to it on TalkSport actually, and listening to the radio, and it sounded like we were playing really well actually.
Yeah.
I watched the highlights. So let's start there because it's been a busy week for Spurs. And that's the thing with the podcast, is like there's so many games this season. We're going to cover it as much as we can, and we'll probably do it in weekly increments because, you know, if we was to do it game after game, we'll be here most nights of the week, mate.
Yeah, I think that having a weekly episode on a podcast is good. It can land on any day. So look, it's landed on a Sunday of this week, and there's a lot to talk about. And then it's positive to sit here on a Sunday morning because me and you have sat here. We've done bits on a Sunday morning before, and off the back of losing, and I feel different with the sun shining. You know, a little bit of that. You know, we talk about that little bit of bacon smell in the air. Everything's good on a Sunday morning, mate. For me.
Apparently on YouTube they're saying they can't hear us very well. Sorted? All sorted. Okay, cool. So we're sorted. Thank you to
DB there. DB, do better.
Do better. DB, I like DB. Yeah, listen, a week in football can be a very long time. It can actually be career defining for managers. It can be, you know, it can move you up and down the tables. Spurs played 3. We ain't lost 1 out of those 3.
Yeah, brilliant. I was really, really happy. I know you mentioned yesterday about that Brighton game. Can we start there, Madge?
Oh, yeah, let's start with the Brighton game.
You look at the Brighton game there. I thought Spurs started well. I was following the game on Sky Sports. You know, the running commentary, the live commentary they have there each game. I was just following it. It started off well.
Do you know what I love that Thomas Frank does now? Wow.
Yeah, wow.
He says, wow. He goes, wow. Really, really happy with the pressing. Wow.
Let's go. Can I, Madge, if you don't mind, I'll go back just one more if you don't mind. Manager, we talked about people giving opportunities. You're getting an opportunity under this man, aren't you?
Well,
you know what I mean? They're struggling to find the right synchronisation and chemistry and quality at the top end.
Well, I will mention a couple of names, and one of them comes to hand here.
Big time.
Decky. right?
player.
You think Maddison, Kulusevski, Solanke, all key members of that European winning squad, right?
Yeah.
That European starting 11, really. You think about the biggest games that we had of those, if they was all fit, those three play last
Definitely,
season.
yeah.
So you're missing them. Then you're embedding the new lads as well. So I think we definitely are lacking that fluidity that you're talking about. But I think that will come over time.
I do,
which makes it even more impressive that in, those 3 games, we've only conceded 2 goals.
So good. Like the manager's almost experimenting on the job and still picking up points in the process. That is fantastic, Madge. I thought you're looking at the team selection yesterday. You look at the team section yesterday. Mwani's not involved. I think he had a dead leg.
Dead leg. Who gave him a dead leg?
That's terrible.
That's like being in school, isn't it? Granddad.
Yeah. Xavi.
Did you call it granddads at school? Or
Yeah, it was a granddad.
It's called a granddad. In our day, it's called granddad. I don't know what it's called. No, because you start limping. That's right. Man, do you remember how bad some granddads got? Like you come home with a bruise the size of like your hand on your leg. If you've been affected by anyone granddading you, then call the hotline on 03 717 22 3344. With everybody that calls the line, you get a free Parker pen and a signed photo by me, Michael Parkinson.
I thought it was Boris Johnson.
Michael Parkinson.
Changes, opportunities, he gives them to you. You look at it, so we spoke about it last week. Tell gets the gig against West Ham, changes it up. Richarlison's back in this week. Xavi sits out. Odegaard gets given an opportunity. And we're talking about Spurs starting well, and it's Odegaard's costly mistake that eventually leads to a goal. Spurs trying to play the high line. Brighton get in by the thinness of margins, Madge. What was it? Literally, I think a finger now.
Yeah,
and you get done, you're 1-0 behind. You start thinking, is it going to be one of them days at the office?
Well, we know about that. The Amex is no easy place to go, and I say this to anyone. Man City got rolled dead the other week, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's hard. And we went there last year 2-0 up, cruising in the first half, and lost 3-2. So that always sticks fresh in the mind. I was really looking forward to seeing Mwani. I was really excited about seeing him start. I think when he came on for that little 7-minute cameo in the week, he looked hungry to play, hungry to impress. This is the big time for him now. Premier League. I think any football player in the world, and it's not English or British arrogance, you come to the Premier League and you can do a bit. That's when that's when you are the top of toppers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's why sometimes people might even say Ronaldo's outdone Messi because
you only got to look at the
because of the Premier League.
The more recent signing in Xavi Simons, what it meant to him, him and his family.
Where's he from?
From the Netherlands.
He's from the Netherlands.
We're finally here. I kept hearing him say it. We're here. We're here. Like it's like we've arrived. We've arrived in the Premier League. We've arrived in the big time.
I have another name for you. Mickey van der Ven. Where's he from?
From the Netherlands.
He's from the Netherlands. That's right. Crazy parties.
What a player, mate.
What a play. So we started really brightly. We was on the front foot. We controlled the play, and as Thomas said in his post-match interview, is like, wow, some of our recovery runs, wow, they made me excited. I really like his voice.
You can't not like the fella.
I love him.
Do you know what I mean?
Here's a quick one for you. It's only been 5 or 6 games in. Who's more likeable, Thomas Frank or Poch?
That's a great question. I think you'd have to probably get Poch. Obviously, done it for a long time at Spurs, didn't he?
Yeah, but
I liked him and all the little family that he had, the Perez and all that.
I like that. But then you said that Thomas Frank's got it with his mob.
Yeah,
with Justin and all the boys.
Look, do you know what was key in it all is not losing football games and winning games, because we could have a completely different outlook.
Massively.
And do you know what? As I said, that's 1-0 behind, and then you go bang 2-0. You're behind in the game.
In the first half as well.
Bergvall snatches at one of the clearances, doesn't he, Madge? Probably does better there. But you mentioned that man Vicario early on in the podcast. Got to do better there, ain't Madge? You got to do better. And you know what I loved about the manager? He said it after.
He did.
No protecting here.
And he said, "I've already spoken to him."
Yeah, but you have to give a little bit of praise for him of his performance at home to Bournemouth a few weeks ago. Because I'll tell you what, he had 7 or 8 top draw saves, but
he kept the score.
That's an area that Spurs are probably monitoring still, Madge, because that's an area that I think we can improve on going forward.
I'm going to say it now and clip it up and put this on the podcasts and the socials, etc. That Tottenham Hotspur do not win any league with Vicario in goal. Now, if you think of all the good teams that win Premier Leagues, I'm talking the Liverpools, the Man Cities, the Arsenals of yesteryear, Chelsea. Right, you go through Chelsea's league winners. Petr Cech, right?
Yeah.
David Seaman, Peter Schmeichel. Who else you got? You got Alisson, Ederson, right? These kind of keepers. Elite keepers. Vicario.
Great shout.
Vicario looks the part, talks the part, shouts the part, but when he comes on top, mate, he's not good enough for me.
He'll let you down. That is a given.
Hang about, let's have it right. If it wasn't for this man here, what's his name?
Mickey van der Ven.
And where's he from?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands. If it wasn't for this man here, we would not have won that European trophy.
Yeah.
And it would have been whose fault? Whose fault?
The goalkeeper.
And the people go, oh, yeah, but he made a great save afterwards.
Absolutely disastrous error what he made in the final.
Oh, mate.
You know, you come flapping there.
And I'll tell you something, that is in him.
Terrible.
That's in him. That's there.
Absolutely disgraceful.
That's there on a regular basis. And, you know, you can have a word with him, but, mate.
Look, but you're asking for a reaction, aren't you? And that's where Tottenham, like as I said, where the manager's given opportunities. See, look, as I said, we mentioned it. Odegaard, you had your opportunity yesterday. I think he gets the hook, doesn't he? Again, you got Xavi, he gets introduced to the play. Couple of changes in midfield. And that's where we want to see the boy, don't we? The boy we've bought from the Netherlands in Xavi in that number 10 role, mate. Come on, immediately making things happen. Straight away, the game, Tottenham are on the front foot constantly. Yeah. And you're thinking, if you get one, you get two.
Yeah, you're right there, mate. And
obviously, his entry to the football pitch come later on in the game, but Spurs needed something before the break.
Yes.
And they got a bit of luck, didn't they, in the move, the way it fell to Richarlison. But it did fall for him. Odegaard was involved in the build-up to that goal. Richarlison now making it, 3 goals in
5 games?
Yeah, in the Premier League. But you're looking at his overall performances, Madge, and we're still asking the questions, can we do better up the front end?
Yeah.
Nice to have Solanke coming back. But the key in that, the key little shift, as I said, was that Xavi introduction in the second half, because he really turned the screw.
Let's talk about that. 61 minutes in.
Yeah, turned the screw, didn't he?
He made so much happen in that short period of time. That low centre of gravity that he's got, the ability to drive forward, so direct. He has to be in that number 10 position for me.
Definitely does. But I think that Spurs, we've got that left-hand side's still a problem, I think. And I know there's bodies there in its early days, but do you know what I mean? All of them are hybrid players. Do you know what I mean? You got Mawani might be able to play out there for you. You got Odegaard who could play out there. Brennan Johnson's come in and out. Simmons has had a little go out there. Wouldn't be surprised if when Kulusevski joins the party, he ends up playing wide, mate. Who would you rather have? Like, you got Kudus. I wouldn't be surprised if Kudus and Kulusevski both end up being your wide players, you know.
Well, Kudus goes to the left and Kudus goes...
Whatever way round. Yeah. Like, you know what it is? I just think they're better than the other players.
As footballers.
Yeah, as footballers, just better footballers. So they might just end up playing there with Xavi in the 10, Solanke maybe up front. But it's all work in progress. And the best thing I said about it is you're not losing games in that progress.
No, of course we forced them to score an own goal.
Good move though. Again,
Xavi
are influential in it. Get things going.
Good goal.
Get things going in the midfield. Nice little spray out to Kudus. Kudus nicking a couple of assists yesterday, if you want to look at it that way. Mm. Whether the first one was a bit fortunate, the way it landed into Richarlison, but it was a nice cross there. You've asked him questions of the Brighton defence, and it's ended up in the back of the net. And we'd take them all day long, because I tell you what, I was at the Amex Stadium last year for that turnaround. I was behind the goal, and that hurt a lot. So to go and do it to them, not quite with obviously coming away with the 3 points, but to come away with a point was great.
Absolutely. And, you know, you look at the way the table stands as we speak today at 11:39, it's, you know, like on Arsenal to go and win now.
Yeah, like, wouldn't it be lovely if Man City could do a little job today? You end the weekend with
do it for Ricky.
Spurs finishing
do it for Ricky Hatton.
Mate, it's been a great week. Can I swing it back into the game in the week, Madge?
We're going to go to that in a moment.
Yeah, I just think if you can end this week with Spurs being above Arsenal, all the money that they've spent there, Spurs finishing 17th in the table last year, 22 defeats. Look at our man. I have to mention him. Sorry, mate. Big Ange. He's got off to a disastrous start there, isn't he? Absolutely terrible.
They drew yesterday, right?
Terrible though. I'm not being funny. You're playing Burnley there. You got nicked 3 points there. Hammered against Arsenal, out of the Carabao Cup. By the way, this man's brought in to win a trophy there. But I'm not having a film. I'm just stating the facts. Yeah, he's been brought in to win a trophy there. That's a problem. You're out of the Carabao Cup first time. What? Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's been brought in. It's who we are, as the saviour. I'll tell you one thing, for Nottingham Forest fans, and I'm just off the back of me mentioning where we was last year, losing 17 games. you're in for a little bit of a tough season. A big time.
As for Spurs, Statman Will just told me, he's showing me as well, we've got a nice little run of fixtures going into October now. We've got Doncaster at home in the Cup, a very poor Wolves side. How bad have Wolves been at home? Then we go to Bodo Glimt. And then, here they come.
Leeds United.
We're going to go to Ellen Road. Now, that's not easy.
That's a tough game. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring his first goal for his new club yesterday, so you never know.
And they're stacked with a wicked free kick.
Yeah.
We do.
You've got an opportunity, Spurs, and I think with this new setup here under Frank, I fully expect us to win in the week. And we spoke about this Carabao Cup, me and you, didn't we, not long ago? You get through this and you get through another tie, you end up in a quarter-final.
It's a quick one.
It's a quick. Because you know what? We miss out the early round because we're in the European Cup competition. It just seems if you can get there, and if you get a bit of luck with a draw match.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, okay? Last year in the Carabao Cup, who did we play?
Oh, you got me there.
Who did we play? Semi-final, we went...
Oh, mate, how can I forget?
We went there, went Anfield, right?
Tell you what.
I don't know why I got Northern, but I'm going to keep like it for now.
Liverpool.
Went Liverpool, lost 4-0, didn't we? We won 1-0 at home, right? Game before that, who do we play?
Man City, wasn't it?
No, Man United.
Man United.
Right? Game before that, who did we play?
Don't know, but you're calling him up with knowledge, you're getting found out a bit.
Manchester City.
Oh, there we go.
Right? How hard's that for a run?
Yeah, that is hard.
How hard is that for a run? I think we've had our bad run.
I tell you what, he done his best to give it up for us, didn't he? Fraser Forster in goal. Was that
he was useless.
I'll tell you what, under Big Ange,
He was
just look
useless.
back at some of the things that I do. I look at the way
Useless.
I look at the way that Thomas Frank operates as a manager, yeah. And I look at some of the things that Ange Postecoglou had us doing there last year. I'm at a game against Manchester United there. Fraser Forster there. The ball played back to him. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Then he done it again. There's 2 goals. I'm not being funny. You won't see that over the park for under sevens. Well, Big Ange Postecoglou giving the big green light there to carry on with it. But honestly, it is a breath of fresh air that we got this manager in charge. Big Ange, you're a legend, mate. Delivered a big trophy for Tottenham.
Absolutely.
Big trophy. And that might have just been the catalyst for a bit of success moving forward for us in terms of players coming into the club, operating and playing in the Champions League football now. So you've done your part for us. But I'll tell you one thing, it is lovely to just see a manager do things normally.
Wow. So that was Spurs nicking a point at Brighton. I wouldn't say nicking. I think we deserved it.
Yeah.
I think if anyone was going to be deserving winners, it would have been Spurs. And listen, the Premier League are saying there's no easy game in the Premier League, and Brighton are an established full-time Premier League team, in my opinion.
I thought we'd lose yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
I just thought we'd lose. I thought it's one of them games.
Off the back of a midweek.
Back of a midweek. We've had a gruelling start. By the way, all the teams that are in Europe have had a gruelling start as well. But you throw a little international mixer in there as well. International duty there. We've had a lot of players go away. So for Spurs to be in the position that we are, and without really finding the right synchronisation, as I said, up front offensively, it's great. It's great.
Right, it's Majestic Gazza. It's the Same Old Spurs podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, hello. We'll speak to you later on. If you're listening on audio, don't forget we are on YouTube as well. You can come and watch this podcast and the clips, etc. Follow us, Same Old Spurs pod. It's Maj, it's Gaz. Statman Will's having his Sunday cereal. And we got... Weetabix with Statman.
Do better there. Treat yourself on a Sunday. Go for a Cocoa Pops or something.
No, that's why he's looking the shape of
I don't care, mate. Get yourself a Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops, no good no more. Cocoa Pops, bro.
Why?
There's no sugar in them. It's
nothing
rubbish.
in them,
mate. I'll tell you. What you got? Frosted flakes. Well, Frosties.
That's the snide Frosties. The frosted flakes. Is that what you got? The snide one?
Yeah. My wife likes it.
I tell you what. You know when you go to Aldi, anyone who shops at Aldi, the snide chocolate bars.
Yes.
Do you know what's the one for the Snickers again?
Oh, God. I know, it's like...
the Mars is called Titan.
Titan is a Mars, and it's better than a Mars.
The Snickers is a Racer.
Legacy.
Racer,
that's it.
I tell you what, I had a Racer yesterday. Fantastic.
Not marathon, Racer.
High-class bar.
Madge, Gaz, Same Old Spurs. Next up, we're going to be speaking about the Champions League return to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Magic Gaz and Statman Will on a Sunday morning from the SOS HQ. So from a comeback on the south coast of the Premier League, let's switch it over to a European night. Spurs back in the Champions League under the lights against Villarreal. I was there, Gaz. Was you there?
No, wasn't there in the week.
A lot of people didn't want to pay the money for that game. I think it was.
Do you know what? You're asking a lot for fans. I worked it out, right, by the way. Like, if Tottenham, after the Wolves game on this Saturday, there have been 5 games so far at home this season. Yeah. Now, obviously, you've got a season ticket. You sit up in there with the prawns, but just to the normal bod going over there, if you average it out, I think it works out about £350 if you wanted to go and watch all them games. 5 games in a space of a month. It's demanding, isn't it? It's demanding. So the point I'm trying to make is
that or David Lloyd's?
Yeah, I expect people to not be able to attend every game. It's difficult. What I like is what we're turning out this week. £10 a ticket for the children.
That's beautiful.
Lovely.
Carabao Cup.
But I understand it's a different market.
Yeah,
when you're playing
that's how you get them.
When you're in the Champions League, it's difficult, isn't it? Because it's a grade A competition.
So here's what my experience was on match day.
Go on then.
Me and Statman had returned from Ibiza that day. We were running low on sleep. What did I have to do? I come back, did my Kiss Dance show. I've got home. I've literally done the worst thing I could have possibly done is sat down on my bed.
That's a school.
Face planted in my bed, right?
I woke you up actually, didn't I?
Yeah.
Didn't I wake you up?
Yeah.
And what you do? Were you on your way? You went, just woke up.
No, just literally, I just woken up. To check how I got woken up. I said to Emma, meet me at the train station, drop Leo off. They're ringing me 6, 7 times, no answer. They've come back home. I'm face down on the bed and they've gone, Dad, we've got to go Spurs. I'm like, it was 7 o'clock. So
7 o'clock?
I rushed to Broxbourne Station.
I guarantee you got in there for the kickoff.
No, I missed the kickoff.
Ah,
and I missed the first goal.
The only goal.
The only things worth seeing on that night was the Champions League lights and music. Did it not? Oh, fantastic. And the opening goal, and that was it.
I want to give another little special mention, Madge, to Spurs, because people sometimes they accuse me of being a bit negative. I said it again last week about Spurs. Them Hugo Boss suits that Tottenham are turning out in, unbelievable. The quality in them, you seen them, Will? How good are they? You got the little Hugo number on it underneath, the white little attire on the outside.
You want one?
It's a top drawer one. Yeah, get me one. I have to turn up the sizes a little bit compared to comparison what they're working with them players. But I tell you what, they look the part, don't they? You're talking about the reason I mention that is because you're talking about the light show and all that. When you look at our football club, you're thinking,
I would do it. And even the Tifo.
A-star, mate.
The Tifo was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Oh, I think that's what I'm saying. Like A-star Arsenal put up a little flag. Everyone, 100 people holding the kick the flag. That song's doing my does my
uncle's called Trevor.
That song should be shut down straight away, just because they're not from North London. It's not, you know what I mean? That's it. How can you have
London forever?
Yeah.
Millwall and Charlton.
I know we have a bit of banter, but it is the facts.
You're not from North.
Yeah.
You never were.
But Tottenham, don't know about on the pitch sometimes, but yeah, everything else. Whoa.
So I'm going to say this very clearly. Let's make it very easy. First game in the Champions League. Thomas Frank's first ever competitive Champions League game, if I remember correctly. He was.
Yeah, it is his first Champions League.
I think he had an eliminator once.
He was gassed after the game for winning it. There's a reason why. It's his first game.
Mate, that's huge for him. Right? This guy has been working his way through Brentford for the last, I don't know, was he 10 years?
Yeah.
Like in total, coming through as a coach. You know, he's done his thing. The big lights are on. Villarreal are in the house. You know, it's a big moment.
First of all, let me come in about Villarreal, Madge. I know you're giving a big thing there. Villarreal, where did they have to finish in the in that Spanish league to get in there? What, top 4, 5?
Probably, yeah.
I tell you what, you've got to be a good team for me. I think people turning up at Spurs in the week going, oh, yeah, it's Villarreal, we're beaten. Hold on, we're 17th last year. That's 22 games. Let's check where we're at a little bit sometimes. And I thought that is going to be a tough game. That's what I thought from the outset.
I tell you what, we had our former man in there, Juan Foyth. Looked really good.
Not for me. Not for me.
Still, do you not
Still,
think
it was a not for me then and a not for me now. Didn't think he had a good game. I tell you what, they pulled him on, didn't they?
Who's that?
The alleged.
Yeah.
Hey?
That was a stupid move, man.
Why are they putting him on there? Like, and then,
Didn't even need him.
I thought he'd done a bit for him on the wing, Pepe.
I thought Pepe was great.
I thought he'd done all right.
Really
I'll be
good.
honest, I've seen people I thought he gave Jed Spence one of his more difficult games, if you like. He done a little bit for them. A really, really tedious match. A really tedious, boring match. Again, we talked about that.
I'm going to give you why it was a tedious match. Ready? The early goal.
Yeah.
In the style that it was, right? So we come out the blocks firing. Bergvall, what a goal. Screamer.
Yeah.
It was a screamer, Gas.
I don't think I've seen a worse goalkeeping error.
Oh.
It's up there with Taibi.
Taibi!
Remember that one under the legs?
What, Massimo?
Matt Letizia under the legs. Taibbi. What an error.
What about the ball hitting the balloon? Sim Flowers! That's Darren Bent.
Yeah, Darren Bentley, yeah.
So, the reason why, I'm going to bring you back to another game. Do you remember the Champions League final, Spurs-Liverpool 2019? Of course you do, right? That penalty early doors ruined the game because
Absolutely.
you're 1-0 up. You're 1-0 up. Do you stick? Do you twist? What do you do, right? And I think Spurs didn't really stick with it, but it made Villarreal a bit more. We've got to hold on here, right? Shut up shop, regroup, recompose, and we'll grow into the game, which they did do that. They did it a lot better for that. So
Yeah, Madge, we've also got a pragmatic manager when he needs to be, yeah? So if you get the nudge in front against a top team, he might just be happy with that. I looked at Ange, I refer it back to the last one, because that's what we had last. Again, in the cup, in the week, yeah? It's trying to still go all-out attack at the end there. You got pegged back, you're out of the cup now. I mean, instead of making the adjustments required, the stubborn approach means that Nottingham Forest were out of the competition. I'm happy with that. If it was a pragmatic game, and do you know what as well? What follows that is when it's a boring game is fans talking about the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think it's something that I would like to talk about because I think at the atmosphere at games, a lot of it can be helped by people having a drink. A bit of alcohol in the system.
Yeah.
It's also difficult for when you're going to work, you look at a normal average person, you're going to work, you're travelling around, you're rushing to the game, you get into the game, you know what I mean? You're not having a drink because it's a midweek game. It's a boring game. You're looking for the players on the pitch to inspire you, to get you going. And it's hard to get in voice and get in song. It's really, really difficult. I don't think that it's the White Hart Lane, the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, well, it's definitely not like White Hart Lane, is it?
No.
It's double the size. And it was really flat over there when listening on the telly, mate. I don't know what it was like being in the ground, but it's tough.
It was flat. It was for sure. It was flat.
It's tough, though, isn't it, Madge? Would you agree with that or not? Would you agree with that?
As I said,
it's tough.
The early goal created that energy.
But you could have gone the other way there and gone the early goal should have got the fans going.
I think it did for a little bit, but then, as I said,
It's hard.
Villarreal shutting up shop.
When you're next in the ground and you're thinking to yourself, you're standing there going, the atmosphere's not great. Ask yourself, are you singing along? Are you making an effort? It's not as easy as what it sounds.
Listen, a clean sheet, a mature performance.
Shout out.
Somebody said that they were enjoying themselves a bit.
Who? Phil P. Mash up at the game. Well done, son. Love that. Loads of time for it.
But yeah, like I said,
invite me next time.
The way the game panned out led to a lot of the reason. And the other thing you got to remember is Villarreal, I swear to you now, had 200 people in there.
That's
there
terrible.
was no, you know what? The wheels don't
That
rain.
is
You got no fans. They had no. Bro,
That's
they had
absolutely
no fans.
terrible. I'll tell you what, that's a serving up now, but the 2 weeks' wages for whoever is in control. What? That's terrible, mate. You got to turn out more than 200 fans in the Champions League.
Honestly,
I tell you what, it ain't. I tell you what, though, staying in London and all the flights and all that, it's not a cheap number, is it? Very
Listen,
expensive.
Positives to the game, of course, clean sheet, the maturity of the group.
What's it, 4 and 5 now for the group?
Yeah.
That's
for me,
big.
The negatives, a lack of attacking fluency in the second half, need
Yeah.
more cutting edge, but I think that comes with Solanke and Kulu, etc. Matters when he's back finally. Just want to take a moment to look at Lucas Bergvall. Decisive involvement once again with the goal.
Yeah.
Great goal at the weekend against West Ham.
I thought the header against West Ham. Were we going to
Superb.
go back?
Yeah, that's going to be.
It's an absolutely brilliant header, match.
But him in general, Gaz, is he someone you looked at last year and thought, wow, what a talent?
I think it's someone that I've looked at, unlike other players who people I might disagree with that I've called out on the show and just give my opinion on. I've looked at him and been consistent about him. He's got the talent. He's got everything to build on. You look at all the attributes in his game. He's quick. He's dynamic. He can pass the ball. He's got a bit of skill. He can score a goal. He's got a bit of everything, Madge. And he's only a young lad. Do you know what I mean? He's a young boy. And I think he's got he's got a very, 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 very bright future in the game. I really do. I think he's got a massive, massive future. We're very fortunate to get him. I saw the bits this week to come out of him. Obviously, how close he was to going to Barcelona as well. Ends up at Tottenham. And for the amount of money that we paid for him, £8-10 million, it's nothing.
I think Gaz thought I was falling asleep there. I was taking in what you were saying.
Sorry.
But no, absolutely right.
Basically falling asleep on what I'm saying.
No. Oh, I love that. That's what we like with the football. Oh, a lot of people were supposed to be alone last night. But Lucas Bergvall, listen, he is somebody, and we never want to get too excited. We don't want to get carried away, right? For me and you guys, sometimes, like, we've got it spot on. We said it about Harry Winks. We said it about Oliver Skipp. I think sometimes you lean a little bit more harsher than I do with some of the youngsters. I definitely think I'm going to give Archie Gray a little time to develop, but he's not Lucas Bergvall. Lucas Bergvall shows me from the off that there is a talent pool there that is going to develop into something very special. His ability to pivot and turn and move with the ball, the way he is confident, just driving into space and then finding the pass. We see it yesterday.
Physical as well.
Yeah.
Don't shirk away. Don't shy away.
He even said that. He learned very quickly that the Premier League, the speed and the power is so different to anywhere else. But I think he is someone who is going to be absolutely pivotal to the way Thomas Frank plays. Still young, still mistakes in him. We've seen that already. But he is someone, as you always mentioned already, the price tag on him. He will become £100 million player.
Mate, do you know what's good? You know what's good about his age?
Quote me on it.
Do you know what's good? Do you know what's good about his age as well? Is that because of that, it also allows the manager opportunities to just sit him out for a game or two.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas if he was a little bit more experienced, he might just be a little bit disappointed when getting. So it's good in that way as well. I look at Lucas Bergvall, and the question asked is, 5 years' time, what could we have on our hands? 5 years.
How old is he
24, 25 years of age, he'll be around that. And then, yeah, brilliant. In a time where we, and me being one of them, are very, very critical of recruitment.
You critical?
And Dembele, you know what I mean? We've had some bad ones.
Wow. Bergvall is 19.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 4 or 5 years' time, when he's 24, 25, how good's he going to be?
Well,
how good's he going to be? Really, really good. Pape Sarr as well. Pape Sarr is sitting out yesterday. They're all getting games. The manager is using that 4, and I will call it a 4 because it's not a 5 in Archie Gray. It's a 4, superbly. Superbly. All getting minutes, all fighting, all being involved. Lovely.
So, yeah, Lucas Bergvall, like you said, it's very interesting. We mentioned him this week. Of course, you said the BBC stuff comes out about him, you know, having to meet with Barcelona in the hills and there being paparazzis and him choosing Spurs.
Good looking lad as well, so that helps.
Looks like Will Marriott.
He does.
He said that this man, because Deki was a big part of him coming to the club and has really helped him settle in. And I tell you what, I don't want to get overexcited because that's what we do on the podcast, etc. But this group of lads, right, who have already won something together, they have figures in the group now of Cuti Romero, Maddison. It's all that win, and again, you got to give Ange Postecoglou credit for that. That win that Spurs had in the Europa is going to give us the confidence to go, I know I can win, so I can do that again. And you got the young lads in there, the tapestry. It's the tapestry, I call it, yeah, of the football club with the right people there, removing any toxic element, even down to the chairman, even if Daniel Levy's operating in the background somewhere. But he's not at the forefront to take all the pelters. It's removing toxicity, yeah? Like I said, I wax lyrical about him all the time. It's not just because I grew up with him, like, you know, but Justin Cochrane, I can't explain to you how important it is for you know, especially young
that
black...
Matt Wells seems to have a big impact
Matt
there
Wells
as well.
But like Justin, you know, there's a group of young black lads in there, yeah?
Brilliant.
Right? And for them to have a role model, someone that they can really relate to and talk to. Listen, I've done youth work in my old school.
Brilliant.
You know, and you went to Ignatius as
Absolutely,
well.
yeah.
You know, we deal with a lot of kids who from black and Western African backgrounds, etc. And I went in there as the white guy, you know, to talk to them. And I was able to talk to them on a level because culturally, like, you know, I align in many ways with them. And you listen, you know, not me. I'm not some woke softy, like, you know, but I do understand the importance of having someone like that around you, because I saw what Justin did for Dean, R.I.P. Black the Ripper, yeah? Dean West, Black the Ripper, who I played with as a kid at Norseman. Justin was like his older brother, and he wasn't his older brother. He was just an older to him, and he kept him on the straight and narrow.
Culture, innit, Madge? You hear it now in football, very, very important.
Of course it is.
Great
And listen, let me tell you something.
I
right?
think as well, Madge, as well.
Especially for people like Jed Spence. Don't get carried away. arm around Jed because he's a good lad.
Yeah.
Got a good family around him. His sisters, big supporters. Mate, I'm excited.
Do you know what as well? What you
pieces of
made a
puzzles.
good. I'm glad you brought on Jed Spence there because he's been exceptional for me. Got himself into the England thing, but had to sit out yesterday, and the Dougie was our best player for me.
Brilliant.
And the manager said that as well.
Yeah,
so
do you
now,
know what?
So now
we skipped over it,
now,
Dougie.
now you're going to see a real battle.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing: if them two age factored in as well, you're going to struggle to find a club with two better left backs than that. If they can get it going, the pair of them, I think the use.
You're excited me, mate. I'm getting chills.
I think the use of the squad from the manager so far has been superb.
I
think the way he's given everyone.
This is our most positive podcast. of all time.
You're giving everyone. How can you not?
No.
Spurs, like we beat West Ham last week. We won our first Champions League game, and you've had a little spin around yesterday at Brighton. That manager's giving people opportunities. What I would love to see is in certain positions, i.e., we mentioned on that left-hand side, who's going to take the shirt? Who's going to make it their own? Who's going to make the most impact and go on a little run in the team?
Who's that girl
Walking around with you? Bing, bang, bong. Who's that girl?
Brilliant. What a reference. Listen, as I said, points on the board. Next game, we're away, aren't we, to Bodo Glimt in the Champions League. We've been there before. We know what to do there. Again, usage of the squad is going to be very important on that one. But as a start, it's 3 points on the board. Happy days, mate.
Yeah, lovely.
And
Perfect.
It puts you in a lovely position. Thank you to all of you guys who are on YouTube getting involved. The Statman is looking at your comments.
I think people will be. I think you'll get into it. But I think there'll be changes that we haven't seen. People getting a good game. I think Danzo will probably start in a week. I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Davies started alongside him at centre half. Archie Gray will play. So there'll be people that are coming in. And do you know what as well, Madge? I know obviously we ain't touched on the West. How good was it to roll them at there?
Well, we're
how
gonna,
good was that?
let's get into that.
I loved every minute of
Let's
that.
get into that now. It's Majestic Gazza. You are watching and listening to the Same Old Spurs podcast.
The Same Old Spurs podcast with Majestic and Gazza.
From a gritty European win to something a lot sweeter, a trip across London to face our old rivals, West Ham, and what an evening that turned out to be, Gaz.
Yeah.
Did you go that one?
I didn't go that one. I was going to go with the Statman here because he went, didn't you? I was going to go. I got off an opportunity late. Just couldn't work it out. But I tell you what, that's one to remember. I tell you one thing. You've been obviously you was there, weren't you?
I was there.
Yeah.
It was Leo's first ever
If you,
away game.
I know you was definitely not in the away end. You was definitely in hospitality there.
Do you
So
want to tell you?
I would like to have the prawn sandwich update from the West Ham, but I just want to mention this bit first. How far are the away fans at the top section from the bottom section at West Ham? It's a joke. Honestly, like you literally like.
Do you know what it is?
It is. You're waving. They're so far away. The top section, the upper bit, from where that's where the lower bit is. It's embarrassing, mate.
I tell you
It's
what.
so bad. Look at that. That is so bad.
I think.
It's so
I
bad.
think. Listen. I think it's a good. I think it's a good stadium, but not good football.
It's a good stadium. By the way, I took my nephew, Arthur. Shout out to Arthur. Last year
Isn't it, Arthur?
to watch Southampton. They let in a last minute equaliser, drew at Southampton. Even then, it was terrible. The little seat that we had was a good seat in the corner there, but I was looking around and I thought, wouldn't fancy being up there. But yeah, talk to me about how the hospitality was over there.
Well, I was very fortunate enough to be afforded 2 tickets in hospitality via my friend and colleague Colton Cole, who was on air the night
Cold a
before.
goal.
Cold a goal. I was on the air with him. I was like, I'm not trying to get 2 tickets. No problem. Take your son. I was like, yeah. Leo's first away game. It was West Ham away.
He loves the mixer though, your little boy, doesn't he? He gives it.
Well, I've had to tell him. I said, today, son, we are sitting in West Ham hospitality. You can't sing. You don't applaud when Spurs score. If West Ham score, you stand up, you clap. Mate, it is the rules, yeah? And I tell you what, those that break those rules I've seen get lamped, yeah? And I tell you someone who don't like those people doing that is Big Cole.
Yeah.
My old man, listen, if you're in, mate, where was he? Wembley. You know, we're in Club Wembley.
Yeah.
It's mixed. I've explained that to my dad, yeah? It's mixed, Dad. Chelsea scored, some geezers got to be showing my dad some. I was like, but that's in Club Europe.
We've had that up near in your seats though. A couple of Newcastle fans. They got taken out.
But that's what I'm saying. So I said to Leo, look, don't do that. It's disrespectful to the West Ham fans around you. I've got a lot of West Ham friends. Do you know what I mean? Leo's got pretty much uncles and godfathers who are West Ham fans, right? And I'm like, you've got to show a bit of respect, a bit of decorum. Lo and behold, the second goal goes in for Spurs. Someone gets up and celebrates. They get beaten up. And I said to Leo, look, mate, there's rules out here. You got to follow them rules. You can't, I identify as a panda. And today I'm a Tottenham fan, but I'm a West Ham singer. I identify as a potato. Like, no, mate, you're just going to get weighed in the football. So it's a lovely life lesson for the young man to see without him getting weighed in.
How about the fella, what was it, who he gave it the big thing against Chelsea a little bit, done the rounds a little bit, the youngster, and then he got the one.
Chelsea?
Yeah. And
when he got banged out?
Yeah.
Well, this is what
That's
happens.
a prime example. You got.
But yeah, I was in there, nowhere near the levels of our hospitality. Nowhere near.
Oh, really?
Nowhere near.
Yeah, but what level of hospitality? Because you've experienced every tier.
Oh yeah, this here.
Was it your season ticket or the tier above?
I think it's the tier above.
Tier above, what? No good.
Tier above, and it wasn't there.
Food any good?
I didn't get any food
What?
because we were late.
Oh right, I was about to say hospitality without no grub. That's
but then
absolutely
at half time,
disgraceful.
like they had tables out. I didn't know if I was on the table. In fairness, I made a lot of schoolboy rookie errors, right? So I might have been on the table and I didn't know, so I just left, had a drink, whatever. The biggest part was getting out of the stadium, mate. Westfield had a fire or something. They shut a car park.
Yeah, that's a problem. I tell you, it's miles away from the
Miles.
it's miles.
I did so many steps last Saturday. I'll tell you how many steps I did.
Good.
I'm going to look right now. Yeah, exactly. I do need to, mate.
Do you know? No, not in that room. Well, what I'm saying is like it makes it worth it when you win, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But look, where is it? Last Saturday. I must have done some steps yesterday. Jeez.
Mental, mate.
Here we go. Steps. Let's have a look.
I thought the game, Madge, while you're looking that up, I thought the game was a tough start for Tottenham. Bit of a stalemate, wasn't it?
12,000 steps last week. I did 14 yesterday.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it started off really slow.
Yeah, it was a slow.
Romero gets that goal, which was a goal, ridiculously ruled out.
You've mentioned the boy there, Romero. I have to come in on him, man.
Captain.
How good's he?
Mate,
I'm not being funny. Give you someone knocked that back at me a little bit, where people were saying I've called a few wrong, rightly so. But I love this guy.
Yeah, you've stuck with him.
I love him.
Even when I've got, if he doesn't want to be there, he can go.
How
right?
good is the boy next to him? Van der Ven. Where's he from?
Well, he's from the Netherlands, Mickey Van der Ven.
Mate. Them
From
two.
the Netherlands, Mickey Van der Ven. Romero.
Man, that was good. That was very good. Them two have been exceptional.
Exactly.
How is that not a goal, man? Where is the game at?
The game's
Where
gone.
is the game at?
The game has
That's
gone.
the question I'm asking. That decision was up there with one of the worst decisions I've ever seen. Terrible. Like how can that not be given a goal? To be deemed a push is just absolutely disgraceful. And do you know what? I loved it because Tottenham turned the screw after that.
Yes.
And they upped it. And do you know what? The thing is, Spurs have got players, unlike West Ham, unfortunately for them at the moment, where we could go up a little level or two. Yeah, put the foot to the pedal a little bit more. And we did that. And some really, really nice goals. That Bergvall one, the pick of the bunch for me. Romero, lovely. I looked at Romero as well in games. You're talking about that number 10. Crying out. He literally walks on the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He walks on the ball and he's looking for that little opening. And he ain't really had it. I think he'll get that with Xavi. You look at the goal that the second goal we got yesterday. Romero, the ball into Xavi.
Yeah,
option.
he wants to
Turns
play.
out, goes out to Kudus, cross in, own goal. That pass is going to be on when we have Xavi in there, mate. It will be on.
And I think what we've got to look at the game is the way the game turned was the second half. We came out firing. And, we were talking about people not back at their seats at ours. Same thing happened at West Ham. Me and Leo were sat there, watched it. Yeah. The goal comes. People are still out having a drink, right? Sarr, again, someone who's been excellent, gets the goal nice and early. And that sets the tone.
Lovely. So coaches asking them to do their little tick box. All of the players looking over to the coaches because he said it at half time, didn't he? Get yourself around the back post, you score a goal. Sarr gets around the back post. Lovely, easy as you like. Great header. Little reel away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Attention to detail that we're asking people to do and do their jobs, i.e. the coaching staff.
And identifying the weaknesses.
That's it.
And then, of course, you've got to look at the Sujic foul. Reckless,
Terrible.
Frustrated.
Terrible. Don't do that. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I don't want to.
Hey, sorry. No, you're not. You're not sorry. You're just trying to break someone's leg. What are you doing? What are you doing, pal?
I don't want to hear that. Sorry. You don't get nothing. Sorry.
It's not me.
Get yourself off.
It's not me.
Get yourself
It's
off
not
the
me,
pitch.
Just snap your mic. Yeah, so...
Seen that.
So, yeah, he comes off, the away fans. And again, because I was sitting in the West Ham hospitality, gave me a real good perspective. Our fans were brilliant.
Yeah,
they were brilliant. I could hear Will Marriott. I could hear him from afar.
I could see him as well. He looked that good.
All I could hear from him was champions of Europe.
Yeah.
We know what we are.
Brilliant, mate.
It's so good. It's a great song. And then, of course,
We haven't won there for a little while, have we?
it's 5
So,
years
I mean,
since
our
Mourinho.
record has been decent against West Ham. We ain't like before that game, but we hadn't won there for a little while.
Just
so,
to
yeah.
just to touch on West Ham, and of course they lost again yesterday. Crystal Palace. Graham Potter's not the man for that club.
No, he's going to go. I thought Mourinho might have got the gig there, but he's ended up at Benfica.
He's
But I
back
think
in
Nuno's going to go. He's been spotted with David Sullivan, apparently
about
doing the
Bilic?
rounds on.
Bilic to go back
Yeah,
there.
that's one of them. I think Nuno might just get a little tune.
West Ham. Last time I thought that they were really good was under Bilic.
Yeah.
Even though they won that thing with Moyes, I don't think they were the great. Well, who said
I'll
that?
tell you one thing. That
Justin did.
you
Right,
see
so
him again yesterday. Scores, doesn't he?
Now-
Jared Bowen. He's just going to score.
listen,
score.
he's got himself. Listen, let me tell you something. Danny Dyer, as in the female Danny Dyer, his
Yeah.
daughter, lovely looking young lady, right?
Yeah.
And just a lovely girl. She's a very nice person.
She is a nice girl, yeah.
No, she genuinely is. Like, obviously I know her, right? Very nice, very polite. Again, Jared is just one of the most down to earth. I would love Jared Bowman.
No chance.
Ever since I've been touting that one.
Absolutely
Let
no
me tell you
chance.
something, ever since I've been touting that one, Danny ain't coming back to me. Every time I say it, he ignores me.
But he will. You know where?
No, do you know what? He unfortunately, I think for Jared Bowman, he's going to miss out being in one of those bigger clubs. I think he ends up at West Ham. He does a nobs, and that's it.
I would have gone. I would have maybe made a call for him going following Declan Rice to Arsenal. But they've pulled him Madueke, who's doing a little bit for them. And Eze. He says no real thing. Liverpool, could he go there? Liverpool with Mo Salah not knocking on a little bit. They're probably not going to look at it. Chelsea, I look at Chelsea and that.
He don't suit that.
Isn't it nice to see Chelsea lose football matches?
Oh, yeah.
While we're onto it, while we're on a little downturn for the London clubs, West Ham won. Chelsea yesterday.
I know.
Get yourself up to Manchester United. They put themselves in the big leagues, don't they? You go to buy them in a week and you get done by a Harry Kane show again. You get done by that man. Lovely little finish for the second penalty.
More
standard
goals,
stuff.
more
you
goals.
turn up to a team in absolute disarray in Manchester United, and you get beat. Lovely.
Yeah, it was definitely a good day for some of the results yesterday.
But that was a real good day at the office to come away from beating West Ham.
Oh, mate. And then again, you got to finish it off with the third goal there was Van der Ven, wasn't it? And Van der Ven's celebration with you lot, the away fans.
Brilliant.
I just feel like, yeah, I think, and again, we've seen Angie's, talks to the team before the European final and that. And one thing you say about Angie does create that sort of it's us first their mentality. And I think some of the things that Ange did was terrible, but some of the things that he's laid as foundations for us going forward, we're going to be very thankful for him.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know what as well? Do you know where the media would have a field day of Ange Postecoglou because of how controversial he was? I just think we've got a likeable man in Thomas Frank.
Well, you know what?
I just think
I've seen Ange come out today and say ever since he's got to the Premier League, all he's had is negativity around him, like so much negativity towards him. It's like yes and no. When he started off and he was the nice guy, and it's like, come on, mate, take me for a drink before you touch me there. When he's getting the mic put down him and all that, yeah. Then the mask slipped a bit, and he got very agitated, and he was like, "If you don't think I win, mate, I always win in my second season." Like, we're English and British, mate, yeah? If you back yourself, we have it in our own friendship group. Oh, he backs himself.
Yeah.
If you back yourself, if you basically are good at what you do and you say you're good at what you do, you're a dickhead. That's how English and British people work.
I agree.
It's like, it's our unwritten rule that we have to be humble. Like, people are like, oh, man, you're an amazing DJ. I sound like David Brent here, by the way. Oh, man, you're an amazing DJ. Ooh. And you do the radio too. Oh. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I get it completely.
I know, it's a difference in culture. And even with the Aussies as well, I think they get behind each other. And they're like, come on, man, he's one of us. We'll support him, mate. It doesn't matter though, he's a
100%.
Socceroo.
Mate, just there on that Mickey van der Ven, I'm going with it. He's the best centre half, mate.
Where?
I know, I've seen at Spurs. I'm looking at Ledley King. I'm looking at him. He's there with him, but I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, how good's he? Mickey van der Ven. How good is he? Honestly, I know, but I'm honestly with him, as an individual, if he keeps himself fit and that little hamstring problem that he's had can become a thing of the past and he just don't have any setbacks and pull-ups, mate, there's no ceiling. There is no ceiling.
That's the big
He's
one.
that good. That is a big worry.
But that's why, you know.
But that's where we're looking, if you want to go a little bit deeper with it, and we spoke it on the last podcast about how eager is the new people in charge at the football club, i.e. Enoch, and the people they've put in place, how far are we prepared to kick on? Because you started well by signing Romero on a new deal.
Absolutely right.
So we'll find out in the future.
Let's quickly, before we wrap, we've got another game in the week. It's Wednesday, right? We're playing Doncaster at home.
I've been full of positives.
Are you going Wednesday?
I am.
Willie, you going Wednesday? Trying free ticket.
I'm taking my niece on Wednesday.
Very nice.
And then I will be at Wolves. And I'll tell you one thing, that is a nice couple of fixtures.
Yeah, no.
I'm loving the 8 o'clock Saturday nights, by the way.
Is that
New thing on the Premier League done this year.
Is that next Saturday?
Talking about having a beer. What a lovely time to have a beer. 8 p.m. on a Saturday. That is gold.
You're making me want a beer. And I
Have
don't drink.
a little 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock meet up, or even earlier. 8 p.m. football. Back in the Billy Nick for an hour after the game, or a couple of hours. That is fantastic.
Doncaster at home, this is the perfect opportunity to give Mickey van der Ven a rest, Romero a rest. Let's talk about how we start against Doncaster. Guys, how do you start?
I think Kinski will come
Kinski's in goal. Kinski's doing the caravan for me.
I wouldn't be surprised. Jed Spence hasn't played at the weekend. Then the manager might just go, get back in. He plays a game. Madougie will probably play as well because he hasn't played that much football. That might be a fullback. Might leave Porra out. I do think that you'll see Danza and Ben Davies probably play centre half, by the way. I think Archie Gray will come in to play
Central midfield?
Yeah, central midfield. Sarr didn't play at the weekend, so expect him to play as well. Be one or the other in there. Nice little game for Xavi to probably play in a 10 role, you know.
It would be nice to see
Get a little bit
of a
get some minutes there,
yeah.
get on the football, make things happen, might nick a goal.
Mawani, come back from the dead leg?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him come back from the dead leg. Is Solanke available? The manager don't really think he's quite ready yet.
Wow.
Wow. Who else you got? Brennan Johnson will probably get a game. Brennan Johnson will get a game there. Whether he rests Kudus would be interesting. Might be one where he could sort of miss out. Nice fixture. Hopefully we get the job done. Fully expect us to get the job done.
At the end of the day, if we don't, there's Calvary on the bench. But I want to see a positive play from us.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, it will keep the momentum going. We want to keep momentum. Football's all about momentum.
You do. And as you said, you hit the nail on the head about Wolves. They're not in a good place.
No.
We've struggled against Wolves.
We have.
We found that game a very difficult game. Do you know who's been the boy though, and he ain't there? You know when they used to oil him up, Traore, and just set him on us. You know what I mean?
I used to want to get the baby oil out for him to say that. Come to Spurs, we'll bring you all the baby oil that you want. Guys, listen, it's been a pleasure, mate, to chop that up with you.
I want to just quickly, before you go, Madge, I just want to give a little shout because you know I'm big about stats and goals and assists. Yeah.
Who's getting a shout?
And I want to just give it to. Just bear with me one minute. I'll turn my phone off. I want to just shout out to the young lads that are out on loan. Yeah, 4 of them scoring yesterday. The main one, Vuskovic for Hamburg, scoring yesterday. That's a big tick for me. Yeah. Alfie Devine was at Preston, scored. Tyrese Hall scored 2 for Notts County.
Wow.
George Abbott for Wickham as well, doing bits. Another little mention here for Palhinha, one of our new signings there. No player has made more tackles in the Premier League this season than that man. 13 of them have come in the last 2 games.
Mate, he's a beast,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a player, mate.
I'll tell you what, the last time I felt that good about a signing who's a bit older was Perisic. And you know how much I love Perisic. Palhinha, mate, up there, experience, knows what he's doing, ain't scared of nothing.
Good. Happy with that with the players on the fringe and academy boys there. There's another player as well. I forgot his name. The name just strikes me. He's doing a bit for the under 23s. You know the lad, the number 10, Will. Who's the number 10 doing a bit for the youth at the minute? People are saying to bring him into the mix against Doncaster. I'd encourage anyone to get on the Spurs socials and have a look at what that boy's been doing. I think might have got a hat trick this weekend. Might have got a couple in the week against Villarreal for the youngsters. And really good. If Will can get his name, if not, do better, Will. But yeah. Luca Williams Barnett. Have a look at that boy. Number 10. That looks a player.
Listen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much to Statman. Will is on director duty. We're back. If you're watching us on the YouTube.
Will, can I borrow some of your gel?
Me and Gaz.
Do you remember the gels? Talking to gels back in the day, mate.
The ones that burnt your
Me
eyes.
and Madge always talk about it. The
They
pink,
burnt your
green,
eyes.
blue, the super drug.
I think
the super drug one.
I think Neat's lyric from Right Before Your Eyes was written about that gel. Green, black, purple, yellow, or blue. Sting your eyes out to do. So anyway, if you are watching the YouTube, you'll see that mean Gazza do look from Turkey. He's looking rather nice. If you're listening on audio, go on to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, etc., and be a part of the community. A week's gone by, 3 games, no losses, a manager that we like, playing good football. Sundays.
Enjoy the times when it's good.
If you are listening to this today, I'm on the radio tonight with Troy Deeney.
Lovely.
So I'll say hello to Big Troy for you.
Yeah, say hello to Troy.
But yeah, other than that, from Madge, Gaz and the team at the SOS HQ,
At the Spurs.
have a good Sunday.
The Same Old Spurs podcast with